Welcome to the 2021 Heart of America Athletic Conference Women's Volleyball Media Day. I'm your host, Stephen Davis. We are joined right now by Penn University head women's volleyball coach, Aleesha Cleaver. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
No problem. It's great to have you on. Let's get started. You're getting the season rolling here soon. What do you expect to see from your team with your first matches? I think you start the season down in San Antonio. Should be exciting. What do you expect to see from your squad?
I'm really excited. I think we've been kind of young the last couple of years, and so I think finally we get to say we have some experience. We've got some 3-year starters, 4-year starters, and so I think having some upperclassmen leadership, I think that's going to help us. And I think last year, playing through everything we played through, I think it really aged everybody. So hopefully that makes me even more experienced. But I'm excited for that aspect. And, I think we have a handful of newcomers who are really ready to kind of give everybody a run for their money. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the talent level. I'm excited about how we've meshed so far and the culture that they're really, growing here within our program. And so I just think that there's a lot of great things coming this season.
Well, last season you had a good year. You finished towards the top of the Heart. You're picked to finish 6th in the preseason poll this year. What is it going to take for your program to continue to move up the standings and stay up there at the top of the conference this season?
Yeah, we definitely need consistency. I think, everybody will say that. But we know we need to go earn some big wins. And I think that's something that we really want to do. Last year, not being able to play South schools, I think it hindered our ability to move up the rankings because we didn't get to play a lot of those tough programs. And so I'm really excited to be able to go face those top programs because they're all not only top of the Heart, but they're top of the country, and they're in the top 25. And so I think for us, if we really want to make a name for ourselves, we have to go play those top programs, and we have to go beat some teams. And so I think for us, that's what we really want to do, and that's our goal this year is to go beat some of those household names.
Well, you not only serve as the volleyball coach at Penn, you're also the senior women's administrator. So you've got extra duties on the side of being the volleyball coach. Take us through your role, how you balance your time, and how you handle both those roles there at Penn.
Yeah, I got a lot going on. I also teach some classes too.
Wow.
But I think obviously hiring awesome people around you is really important. And so, I have 2 assistants who are, the backbone of the program. They do so much. And they're always willing to give a hand and help in any way they can. I think that really keeps our volleyball program running smoothly, and also having just awesome student athletes, that helps a ton too, right? The girls excel in all different facets, and so being able to have such strong women around me is awesome. I do focus a lot on student athlete development and academic progress, and so I keep track of all the attendance for our student athletes. So we monitor that weekly. We have a attendance standpoint that student athletes have to meet in order to be eligible to play. And so that's something I oversee. We just did a new community engagement program. And so I oversee our community involvement and community engagement. And so we're really excited to do that and to get out into the community in Oskaloosa even more. I know our community is really excited to be able to be back in our arenas and back at our fields to watch us play this fall. And so we want to make sure we're giving back to them and helping in ways that we can. But I think everybody Penn, we're one big family, and so we want to just help everybody in any way that we can. And so I'm just happy to be part of the team.
What classes do you teach? Do you have any of your players off the volleyball team in your classes?
I do. So I just had class this morning. I have 1 in each class. I teach 2 classes, a health and wellness class for both. And I actually do. I have three volleyball players that happen to be in my classes this year. So I know they're probably not thrilled to have coach as a professor too, but I'm sure it's still fun for them.
I would hope so. Hopefully it's fun for you too.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about your team a little bit. Who are some key players for your team this year, specifically some returners from last season? Who are some leaders for you coming back from last year?
Yeah. So one is Corinne Lepper. She has been, a big player for us, but she's also been a big player in the conference since she started as a freshman. This year, she's kind of considered a senior. She's going to take her 5th year, but this would be her senior year. And then, she's been pretty stationary in the middle for us the last 4 years. And so we're really excited to see her. She's, even better than she's been the last 3 years. And so I just feel like this is going to be a really strong season for her. We return our all conference libero. She's been all conference the last 2 seasons. Her name's Cameron Campbell. And I think everybody gets excited when you can return your back row. It's such an important part of the team. And so having someone like her, a leader as well, returning has been huge for us. And then we also return an outside in Aleesha Cleaver. She was all conference last year and she's coming back for her 5th year. And so we're excited to have her on the pin. Having some experience out there is really beneficial, but she's also a utility player. And so she's been able to play on the outside, right side. She even go back row for us. And so having someone like that has been really beneficial, especially we have some really young outsides who have some potential. And so being able to have them learn from her, I think is going to be instrumental in their development, especially next year when she's not there. We also have a couple setters who are returning as well. And so I think experience in the setter role is important. We have a right side, her name's Simone. She is a junior. However, this will be her first year of eligibility actually using it because she redshirted her freshman year. So it's kind of her debut. And we're really excited about her. She's a lefty and she's really strong. And so being able to kind of, have her season debut as a junior is a little bit interesting, but we're excited for her and for her to do that. And then we return another middle, Alyssa. She'll be a 3-year, starter for us in the middle. And I'm excited to see her. We've worked on a lot of things this last year, and I think she's really hungry and really excited to really take this year by storm.
So you've got a lot of experience returning. You mentioned, though, you've got some young outsides you're excited to see. Who are the newcomers you want to see on the floor and see what they can do when the lights are on?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a transfer from Southwest Minnesota State on the outside. And I'm really excited to see her. She's really been able to mesh well with the girls. And she, is 5'11" or 6 foot, right around there, and she's just got a really good game. And so I'm excited to see her and how she progresses. And then we've got a handful of freshmen and sophomore outsides who I think will potentially find their way into the lineup. And so I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see them push each other, and excited to see who rises to the occasion and really demands to be on the court because of how well they're playing.
Do you think it'll be different with fans in the stands this year for the returners? Do you think they'll get back into the flow with having people watching live this year pretty easily?
Yeah, we were really fortunate last year that we could, I think they got 2 fans a game. So we didn't have to play in an empty crowd or an empty, arena. But I'm really excited, to get students back and to get our community back. We have a great community following. And so for us, I think that's really important. And to be a lot, professors back in. And I know they're excited. I don't think last year was the way they wanted to go out. And so those returning for their extra year, I think they're really excited to go, all out this upcoming year.
That's William Penn coach Aleesha Cleaver. Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck this season.
Thank you.